A while back, I was doing some grocery shopping, and I was turning the corner from the produce department headed down one of the aisles, and I noticed a woman with a small gathering of people, all leaning in closely to hear what she had to say. Not being a fan of shopping, leaving the store was the first thing on my mind. As I was driving home, I kept thinking about this woman, the group around her, and why I too felt a pull toward her. I was searching my mind to see if I could remember running into her before. I live in a smaller sized city, so running into the same people is pretty common. Was she a business owner, a member of the city council? I just couldn't put my finger on it. The next evening, and feeling like I needed to get out of the house for a bit, I decided to take a walk. It was a nice evening, clear sky, and the sun was setting over the horizon. I had the urge to take a different direction, and I decided to stroll down the main street of our town. In the middle of the row of businesses along the side of the streets sits a popular bar and grill that's known for holding an open mic night, where local musicians can come and play, or people who want to be musicians can get up and sing a little karaoke. This place was extraordinarily packed, and I could hear the commotion from about a half a block away. As I was walking past this busy bar and grill, I peeked through the open front door, and I noticed this was the same woman that had the small gathering of people around her at the grocery store. Who is this person? Again, racking my brain to see if I could remember her from somewhere. But again, my memory just drew a blank. A couple nights later, I was driving home after meeting a friend for dinner. I passed a local meeting hall. You know those standalone buildings that can be rented out to a church, a family reunion, or a wedding reception? It's a rare occasion when you see cars parked in the parking lot. Tonight it was packed, and I could see that the French doors were wide open, and there was rows of people sitting in foldable chairs, and people standing at the front of the door looking in. Curiosity got the best of me, and I pulled in. Walking up to the door, the voice coming from the speaker sounded awfully familiar. And when I got to the entrance, I looked inside. You got to be kidding me. This lady is everywhere. Who the heck is she? This time I decided to stay and listen for a while. I must have caught the tail end of her speech because in less than 5 minutes she was thanking the audience, and then they were all headed back out to their vehicles. I walked up, extended my hand, and greeted her. She said her name was Sarah, and that she was just in town to call on a couple of clients who are in the cattle business. Okay, I said, I get it. You're here to call on a couple of clients. But how is it that I see you everywhere? In the grocery store, in the bar and grill, and here in the rent-a hall. And every time I see you, I see a larger and larger crowd gathered around you to hear what you got to say. Smiling the whole time while gathering her things, she replied a few years back she had met somebody similar to the way we had just met, and they told her the story, how they felt there was this divine force pushing them to let everybody they could know about what it is they had to say. And with a half-curious smile, I listened, and she began to tell me the way things used to be. Everyone fighting to be leaders of industry, and all just have more things than the next, marching along without care for people or the planet. Sarah then stressed the point, building industry, growing and achieving new levels in business, even building wealth. All are not bad things. However, it's the way we go about things that matter. But the point we need to remember is that when we're going out to build our empires, the empires we're building aren't ours. We don't get to take them with us when we leave this world. The empires we build and the reason we're able to build them are His. The choice on how we go about it is completely ours. We can choose to build an empire for our own selfish gain, where we leave a path of destruction and chaos behind us. Or we can build our empires with the purpose and understanding that it all belongs to Him. If we build with the purpose of building the Lord's kingdom, we may be rewarded with doors of opportunity that can open to advance and grow our empires bigger, stronger, and faster. And then that the empires we build, we may not be able to take it with us, but we could probably pass it down to our kin, who can continue to build it even more. Choose to build with a divine purpose. But the purpose is only the first pillar. In order for any building to stand the test of time, you'll need 4 strong pillars. The second pillar is the people we touch. In the grand scheme of things, we're all brothers and sisters, and we need to remember that. We've got to be His teachers, helpers, and problem solvers, and have the belief that these people are all in it to help build His kingdom. And if we're going to build with a purpose, we're going to need the help from people. People to work for our businesses, people to research and develop our products, people to market, people to deliver our products, people to sell our products, and ultimately, people who will benefit from using our products, our customers. The worst thing we could do is build an empire, regardless if we build it for us or the Lord's kingdom, and build it without putting people first. I asked, "What's the third pillar?" "The planet," Sarah responded. If our purpose is to build our empire, divinely driven, knowing that it's all His, even the glory of getting it done, and we, keeping His children in mind, we help solve problems and fill needs and help teach others to build their empire divinely, the planet will take care of itself. More like, we'll take care of the planet, because we'll have the understanding that it all belongs to Him. We're building our empire for the Lord's kingdom. The new inventions that will come along will replace the old antiquated systems. Pollution will minimize. We'll have a new way of living, new modes of transportation. Of course, with all these newly divine empires being built, it will in return create more and new industry. Continuing this process and teaching the newer generations will only mean better and more creative new divine empires being built with more efficiency. "Hot dog," I said, "that sounds like a plan. Where do I sign up?" When Sarah asked, "Don't you want to know what the fourth pillar is?" "Profit," she said. "And without it, the house won't be able to stand." With how this conversation has been going, profit was the last thing I thought I would hear. But Sarah confirmed again, yes, profit indeed. Profit, you see, isn't a dirty word at all. In fact, to grow and build your empire, for anyone to build an empire, it needs to be profitable. God wants us to profit. He wants us to be rewarded for doing His work. And when we do this right and incorporate the first three pillars, the fourth pillar will fall into place and money won't be scarce. It's so very important to remember the profit, if we choose to build our empires with a divine purpose, isn't ours either. Like building our empire, helping people, and keeping our planet in mind. Making sure that one pillar aligns with the other, within time, and reaching enough people, we'll never actually have to be concerned with money the way most are. Most people are in such survival mode that money is the thought behind every decision. Sarah smiled, and then asked what my thoughts were about her message. Without hesitation, I said I now think I have a new way of thinking about my business. Since that day in the meeting hall, I've only seen Sarah once or twice. But I always think about our talk, and during an evening once a month, I'll drive by that meeting hall and I'll see the parking lot is jam-packed. And I know Sarah's there, helping random people live their life with a divine purpose.